Despite offering $150 million, Netflix couldn't land Margot Robbie's Wuthering Heights, as Warner Brothers swooped in and snagged the project. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. And in doing so, she made life a lot easier for her friend Greta Gerwig. The latter now finds herself with more leverage in her own Netflix deal for the Chronicles of Narnia films. What once seemed like a typical streaming contract may now include a full theatrical release, thanks to Robbie's decision. It's no secret that big studios have been throwing hefty sums to attract top talent and prime projects. But sometimes, it's not just about the paycheck, it's about making the right choice for your vision. That's exactly what Margot Robbie did when she turned down Netflix's $150 million offer for Wuthering Heights in favor of a deal with Warner Brothers. It is a move that might have shocked many, especially in an era where streaming giants like Netflix have become the dominant force in film distribution. But for Robbie, it isn't about the money. It is about supporting the kind of cinematic experience she believes in. Wuthering Heights, the eagerly anticipated film directed by Emerald Fennell, quickly became a hot commodity. With Robbie and Jacob Elordi attached to star, Netflix, always on the hunt for the next big hit, made an eye-popping offer. But the Barbie actress chose Warner Brothers, who pitched a big theatrical release and a full-fledged marketing campaign. To the dismay of Netflix, this was a decision that nobody saw coming. As one agent put it, the streaming giant was shocked, because, obviously they had outbid every other studio for so long. Well, sometimes the best way to get ahead is to take a step back. Margot Robbie turned down Netflix's mammoth $150 million offer for Wuthering Heights, opting instead for a more traditional route with Warner Brothers' $80 million and a wide theatrical release, see Variety. As per THR, Greta Gerwig has approached IMAX with an audacious plan to bring her Narnia adaptation to theaters first, with a potential limited release in about 2,000 cinemas worldwide in 2026. Only then, after the big screen event, would the film head to Netflix for its streaming debut. But here's the catch. This window between theatrical release and streaming has been shrinking by the year. Post-pandemic, it's common for films to make their way to home screens in 30 days or less, and for movies on platforms like Netflix, it's often even faster. The idea of keeping Narnia in theaters for a longer stretch, especially over the busy holiday season, raises red flags. Will this be long enough to satisfy the major theater chains that operate IMAX screens? And will Netflix be willing to make concessions on their beloved direct-to-streaming model? That's the big question hanging in the air. Enter Greta Gerwig, whose next project, an adaptation of the Chronicles of Narnia for Netflix, has been one of the most anticipated films in the pipeline. In 2020, she signed a deal with Netflix to write and direct 2 films based on C.S. Lewis' beloved book series. However, since then, the cinematic landscape has shifted dramatically. Gerwig's Barbie became a worldwide sensation, raking in over $1.4 billion at the box office. Now, with Robbie's bold choice in Wuthering Heights, Gerwig finds herself in a stronger negotiating position. Sources say that the latter is currently in talks with Netflix to ensure her Narnia films get the wide theatrical release they deserve. As one insider put it, the Lady Bird director, 41, is looking to get Narnia into IMAX theaters across the globe. However, details are still being ironed out. But amid all the speculation and negotiations, one thing is clear. By walking away from the streaming giant's offer, Robbie has opened a door for others, like Gerwig, to step in and reclaim the theatrical experience. And that's more than enough to make Narnia fans jump for joy. The fact that IMAX is even entertaining talks with Netflix has ruffled some feathers. Major studios are watching closely, not thrilled at the idea of Netflix bypassing the traditional release window and claiming a coveted spot in the holiday lineup. At the center of this heated debate is IMAX's CEO, Rich Gelfond. While he didn't directly comment on the discussions with Netflix, he hinted at IMAX's ongoing search for new ways to eventizing content. With big-budget blockbusters increasingly embracing IMAX's screens, think Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer, it's clear that Gelfond is open to innovation. Find out everything about A Big Bold Beautiful Journey, the upcoming fantasy romance starring Margot Robbie and Colin Farrell. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. Fans won't have to wait too long to see Margot Robbie back on the big screen because A Big Bold Beautiful Journey is officially set to release on May 9, 2025. This film will be Robbie's first film since her blockbuster success in Barbie, making it an exciting return for the actress. Colin Farrell, who has been busy with projects like The Penguin, will be starring alongside her in this much-anticipated film. Margot Robbie and Colin Farrell are two of the biggest names in Hollywood, and when they team up for a movie, it's bound to grab attention. Their upcoming film, A Big Bold Beautiful Journey, has created quite a buzz, and for good reason. This intriguing project brings together not just these two megastars but also a brilliant director and a talented creative team. With its unique concept, a mix of fantasy and romance, and an exciting ensemble cast, A Big Bold Beautiful Journey is shaping up to be one of the most anticipated films of 2025. A Big Bold Beautiful Journey will be hitting theaters just a week after Marvel's highly anticipated Thunderbolts. Given the competition, it will be exciting to see how this unique romantic fantasy fares at the box office. The movie is directed by the visionary Kaganada, known for his work on After Yang and Pachinko. With his signature artistic style and storytelling, Kaganada's involvement guarantees that this film will be visually stunning and emotionally rich. Shortly after Robbie's involvement was confirmed, Colin Farrell joined the project as David, the co-lead of the film. His role in the story is deeply intertwined with Sarah's, and their on-screen chemistry is expected to be one of the movie's highlights. Beyond the leading duo, the film features an incredible supporting cast, including Lily Rabe, Jodie Turner-Smith, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, and newcomer Lucy Thomas. This mix of seasoned actors and new talent is bound to add more spice to the film. The casting for A Big Bold Beautiful Journey is nothing short of impressive. Margot Robbie was the first to be announced as the film's lead back in early 2024. She plays the character of Sarah, a woman whose life takes a surprising turn through an extraordinary journey. The plot of A Big Bold Beautiful Journey is still somewhat of a mystery, but here's what we do know. The film is described as an imaginative story about two strangers whose lives unexpectedly intertwine through an extraordinary journey. While the exact nature of this journey remains under wraps, it hints at elements of fantasy, romance, and deep emotional exploration. With Sony Pictures handling global distribution and powerhouse production companies like Imperative Entertainment and 30 West backing the project, A Big Bold Beautiful Journey is set to be a major cinematic event and a must-watch. The film will mix magical realism with themes of love, self-discovery, and second chances. The protagonists, Sarah and David, find themselves at a crossroads in life. Neither has been particularly lucky in relationships, and they feel stuck in a routine that lacks joy. However, a single extraordinary moment might change everything. Through this magical journey, they get to revisit key moments from their past, moments that shaped them, moments of regret, and moments that still hold meaning. Farrell had said, via Collider, "It's kind of a love story, but it's not a very typical one. It's definitely magical realism. It's grounded in a world that we recognize, but it also is removed enough into the world of fantastical that it goes into these kinds of whimsical places. It's a story about being revisited by, but also having the opportunity to revisit certain moments in your past that were very formative." Comparisons have been drawn to Everything Everywhere All at Once, the 2023 Best Picture winner known for its unique storytelling and multiverse concept. While A Big Bold Beautiful Journey may not follow the same sci-fi route, it does promise to be an unconventional and thought-provoking experience. Beyond its stellar cast, A Big Bold Beautiful Journey boasts an incredibly talented